Good morning. It is day 16 on the Florida Trail. It is 8 a.m. and we're about a half mile in. We're just getting started for our day. This is a little unusual for us for the last couple of weeks. We slept in today, mainly because temperatures are cooler and we only have 14 miles to go today. So it's a little bit of a break for us today. Of course, tomorrow will be shorter, but that's okay. We had a good night last night. It was overcast, so we didn't have to worry about stargazers out till 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, which we appreciate the stars as well. But when we need our sleep so that we can hike, we didn't really want to have that till all hours of the night. But we had some nice neighbors that we talked to for a bit, and it rained for a bit, just as we were going to bed. Not too heavily, but enough to close up the tent for a little while. And then it cleared up overnight to this. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. Should be top out at about 70 degrees. Should be beautiful. Should clear up a little bit, I think, this afternoon. We'll share with you as we go whatever it is they have to see. Hope you're having a good day. Lots of birds out this morning. Out here, it's a cooler day. Really hearing a lot more. It's really nice to hear that. Okay, Northern Boundary Campsite, 5.7 miles and just under 2 hours. Kind of surprising considering the farm kind of churned up roads and whatnot. But anyway, here we are. Looks like a nice site. If you're interested in staying here, we're just stopping for a break and to get some more water. Just walking along the farm roads. Saw some deer earlier, but that's about it. Okay, we are approaching the S65A lock. I know this is a really exciting video. Apparently there's a caretaker, I guess, that lives in that house, potentially, and mans this station, this lock. And there are comments that say he is very nice. Maybe, potential, I don't know, gives water out or something, snacks, who knows. I'm not sure we'll meet him, but we're gonna cross over the lock here either way. All right, here we are at the lock. Lots of birds, cormorants, and look like there's some ibis or cattle egrets up here or something, but we have yet to see a gator today. All right, well, there you go. We are across the lock. Just hanging out with my cormorant friends. All right, I was wrong. Here we're now at the lock. Doesn't this look more locky than the other one? And we have to go across the... Ooh, look at the big footprints on the ground to show us the way. Yeah. Those are even bigger than my 14s. All right, now we are across the lock. Hi.
Hi. Is that it?
That's a very cool little section here as we're approaching the Kiso Town Campground. This is nice. Nicest part of the trail we've had all day. Really pretty. So, all right. So we got everybody in the picture. There we go. All right.
It's the original septic.
Oh.
So the original site marker with the GPS location is here in this open tree. Still here.
Oh.
So this is the original building marker.
Oh.
So this is where the county seat was for Kiso.
Huh.
So
I need to get a picture of that. It's right
awesome.
there.
there's some concrete pad. There's a small path out here that went to the butcher shop. I'm trying to think of top down here. So
That's
this
the
is
sidewalk over there?
Yeah, so this is the
Oh,
sidewalk,
yeah.
and this goes
Oh.
up to where there's sewer depot right there, and then it goes out this way. And then I'll take you to the schoolhouse.
Good.
So these sidewalks is done. It's over 100 years old. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So this ran back. This is the commercial steamboat entry when they came in. They would port here, and then there's another port where there's a landing. You see fittings down the. They're actually underwater right now. Once it's low tide, you can't see them. But this is the steamboat entry, and then they brought in supplies here. So if you walk on the outside. We're just fetching a sign here wrapped in barbed wire to say go to the keys and lift it out. So most of the main thoroughfare ran through here, which is why it's open, or the oaks are cut out, and why you see the big open space. There are 2 water stand pipes came from the sewer here. And there's one mark behind my truck in orange tape if you want to go back and look at it later. But that's where all the water came from the wells. And then it's dog top down. So it's a courthouse, it's a schoolhouse. So it's dog legs out to here. Here's the walkway.
You can see the path. Yep. Yep.
So there's side paths, there's a hole back there, there's pieces of concrete back here. We walk back here, we'll come back. And so this is a major thoroughfare. You'll see the concrete popping up here. And then there was a single residence that the judge lived in back here. There's the other path where it came around. You can see it back there like flat.
Yeah.
And then all the other concrete in the house is back here, I think.
So how many people lived in the town?
120 people originally is what I read.
Huh.
So,
Moderate little town.
so here's the pad to the house. This is grown up. But here's the concrete block for the foundation. Here.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Where they built around, it was a roundhouse. This is the judge or magistrate, whoever's running the town, from what I've been told. So, but yeah, this is where all the concrete's from here. And so that's the ghost town of Kiso.
Whoops.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's
Thank
really
you.
cool. Yeah. And there's another,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
another path over here.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was around for just 20 years?
He was like their major steamboat port, and like they bear with me second generation knowledge. My dad
Yeah.
likes to know more than I do.
That's awesome.
He may come out tomorrow if you're still here.
Kisso Island Cattle Company.
Yeah, Kissimmee Island
Kissimmee.
Cattle Company is what the KISSO acronym stands
Right.
for.
Kissimmee. Okay.
So,
Awesome.
that's the ghost town of Kisso.
Ghost town of Kisso. That's really awesome. All right, here we are with the wrap up for day 16.
How many takes are you
Take
doing?
3. So today was we did 12 miles. Yeah, we were supposed to do 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. We stopped here at 12 miles to get water. Well, let's leave that for the end, I guess.
Well, yeah.
Right. So the rest of the day, we got up at, well, we slept in this morning.
We did.
And
It rained a little bit last night.
Rained a little bit last night.
Just let me
Yep.
talk. So anyway, so we got up about 7 o'clock. We were hiking by 8 o'clock through prairie. A lot of flat. Everything's flat, but it's through prairie. More road walking.
More
that kind of
farm road. Yeah,
That's
whatever
all
it is.
like thrashed up and
Yeah.
turned over. For about the first probably 4 or 5 miles, and then we saw a boar.
We did
Saw
see
a
a boar.
wild boar kind of run into the
Running.
woods. We saw some deer today.
Couple, about 5 deer, I think. Yeah, and a turkey.
And a turkey. Yeah,
Yeah.
big turkey.
Mm-hmm.
But then it turned into a nice road walk. Not a road
Yeah.
walk, but like the crushed sand kind of thing. It was a little bit more stable under your feet.
Mm-hmm. It was better.
Yeah. it
we
was
would
better.
cruise. Yeah.
But we stopped at water at mile 5, which we took a break.
Mm-hmm.
And then took another break at the fence.
At
kind of thing.
10 miles. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 miles. And then we came to Kisso.
Yes, the
KC.
KICCO
Oh, yes.
stands for Kissimmee Island Cattle Company. Yes, and it's a campground here.
Yes.
Yes, it's a town campground, so it's accessible. You can drive in, accessible from town, from the road.
Yes. Then this is the place where we plan to stay. However, when I tried to book it a couple of days ago, it was all full. There was no vacancy, which we learned why later.
Yeah.
But anyway, this was our last water for the day. So we stopped here at mile 12. Well, we didn't, as we're walking through the camp to get to the river to get water, we were getting yelled at by this other group, large group that is hiking, that is camping here. You guys need water? You guys need water? You guys need water?
Do you need water? Do you need this? Do you need
Do you
that?
need food?
Yeah.
Put it up.
Yeah.
Put it up.
Are you hungry? Yeah.
Anyway, at that point there were only three gentlemen, but we came to learn that it's a huge group who they all met on this website someplace
Online
or
years
whatever
ago,
it is.
15, 20 years ago, they said.
But
Yeah.
they camp out here. But what they do is, there might be I guess sometimes there's like 5 of them, sometimes there's 10 of them, but whatever. But what they do is they block out the entire site for themselves. So there are 4 spaces. It's huge though. It's like
You could fit 100 people here.
it's
Easy.
amazing. But
Yeah.
it's anyway. But they block it out. They literally go on and like, okay, you reserve this one, you reserve this one, you reserve
Yeah.
this one, so no one else can stay here, which is why we couldn't stay here. Anyway, long story short, they invited us to stay,
to stay.
and we did, and so happy that we did. We got here
Yeah.
at like about 12:30 in the afternoon, and set up camp.
Yeah.
But we've been just talking and chatting with them and
Spent the
listening
whole-
to their stories, and they're
Yeah.
very colorful people,
They're great guys.
and they're fully armed. By the way, talk about their guns and their knives and their machetes, and
Yeah.
a lot of them are ex-military.
Yeah.
Anyway, so but they fed us. They have fresh water.
Yep.
They're like, they made me coffee. I'm like, hello.
Oh, that was amazing coffee in the middle of the afternoon.
You had some beer.
I had three beer.
Did you really?
Yeah, and there's plenty more apparently. They all the water so that we don't have to filter it. Yeah, like you said, they made us dinner. They made you a whole thing of vegetables over the
Marinated
fire.
vegetables. Yeah,
Right.
it's lovely.
And yeah, we just sat around the fire and enjoyed company and had a great afternoon and evening.
Lance, they were really unimpressed with Lance's little,
His little pocket knife that all through hikers carry.
which, yeah, we don't carry big knives anyway,
Right.
but he got a nice knife.
He got a really nice knife because
Yeah,
one of the
custom
gentlemen,
made.
one of the gentlemen makes knives.
Yeah.
And so he gifted Lance a really nice knife.
With a sheath and everything.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
great.
it's really
It's
cool. Mm-hmm.
really nice. So
Anyway.
but yeah, it was a great afternoon.
We sat around the fire.
Yeah, they're still over there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, enjoying their time together. We decided it was time to hit to bed, and they said they'll be up by 5:30 making breakfast. So
Coffee.
yeah. So we're invited for that as well.
Yep.
So they just like to stay out here. They camp. It sounds like for maybe a week or so, and you know, whoever can make it can make it.
Yeah, but there are other through hikers who have gone by
Yes.
here in the years that they've been here too, and they do the same thing.
Right. They're just giving
Join
back.
us, yeah, absolutely.
Some of them have hiked the Florida Trail. Some of them have hiked at least portions of the Appalachian Trail. So we just chatted and
But
talked.
they're proud, lifelong Floridians, and they're like, we're not all assholes,
yeah.
quote unquote.
Yeah, and none of these guys today were. I mean, they were fantastic guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
very, very
really,
sweet.
really enjoyed our day with them.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
we were not again planning to stop here, but we had to.
2 miles.
Yeah,
We're
we
like,
just it's like
Let's
okay,
see, hot coffee and dinner, or 2 more miles.
right to a dry camp where we eat the same food that we eat every day. Yeah, so it was fantastic. It was a great end to the day, and. Yeah, and it'll be a great beginning to tomorrow.
That's
as we hike our last 10.
12.
I think it's actually about 10.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Into River Ranch. So yep. So I will try to show you a video of the campground tomorrow morning before we leave. It's supposed to get down into the 40s tonight. So we're just getting ourselves bundled up here and ready for a chilly evening. You're all set with your 10-degree
good.
bag.
I've been lugging my 10-degree bag in Florida, so I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah, and I've got
good.
my 40, but I should be fine because I've got a puffy if I need to. So it's all good. All right. So that was day 16, and we will see you tomorrow on day 17. All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.